Are you taking me seriously? Because that look on your face is like, doo-doo-doo.
I am sucking on my fat tongue.
There's no fat on you. Look at my double chin.
Does not mean I don't have a fat tongue. Thank you for joining our family.
We're happy you're here. So I've decided to ambush my husband. We are on our way to the airport. Sorry that we haven't had a vlog for the last couple of days.
No, we've actually been vlogging. We missed one or two posts. Like, we're a little crazy right now, and we don't know what videos we're on because of the power outages. The fact that literally we couldn't do much. Like, there's times that we didn't have candles, and it's like, let's turn the camera on. It'll be awesome. Oh wait, it's not self-lighted. Hi everybody, we're in the dark. Can you see us? Because we can't see you.
We can't see each other. No, well, no, like when I meant, sorry, there's been no vlog. That doesn't mean that we haven't been vlogging.
Oh, yeah.
There's just been things.
Yeah.
And I've been getting ready for my trip, and it's just like, what do you do when, like, the internet's out? Like, you can't get to the YouTube.
Yeah, that's...
I'm not even being dramatic. No. It's just like, all of a sudden, like...
Yeah.
You're out of control of the situation.
We live in a very rural area. I mean, even whenever our power goes out for like 5 minutes, our internet and cable is out for a while. And yeah, we can't do anything. I'm sorry. We are trying hard. I didn't want to speak about two things.
Or can I say one more
go ahead.
thing? Sorry, and I was just going to say that our city is so small. Like, back at home where I lived in Florida, in like West Palm Beach, like, if our power was out, I could drive down the street and like find like a McDonald's or something that had Wi-Fi. But here, like, it's such a small city, everything's on the same grid. Like, it's 100% likely that if our power is out at the house, McDonald's is closed.
Yep.
And the library is probably out too. Like, there's really no helping the situation. I'm sorry.
Yep.
But anyway, so I've decided to ambush my husband. He said, I think we need to talk. And I said, okay, but we're going to talk on the camera. Yay!
Well, first of all, before we get on to, we will be trying something a little different. I do want to actually have a live, active conversation that my wife, I don't think, is truly expecting to have.
Oh, okay. Now I'm scared.
We'll see. Maybe she doesn't know what I'm about to ask. But anyway, let's first start. Do we want to, like, mention the troll?
Oh my gosh, we got our first troll. Someone, like, took the time, and, like, we actually have, like, quite a bit of videos up at this point, so it had to have taken more than a couple minutes.
Yeah.
To click on all of our videos and thumbs them down.
Yeah.
And it all happened in a matter of, like, a few minutes. Well, not a few minutes, but, like, one after the other, so it had to be just someone going out of their way.
Yep.
Like, I'm like waiting for someone in the comments to be like, how do you know you didn't just get a thumbs down? And I'm like, no, it was an intentional trolling, because it was just like the timing and how it happened one by one.
We had videos with like no views ever get thumbs down, and like we have over 150 videos. I can't believe we're already at that mark, but yeah, when you post that much, yeah, 150. And you can tell he did it so fast because like one or two videos will be skipped over. Which means he literally did it so fast, or she, I don't know, it could be a female troll. You never know. Sexy. I'm kidding. That the system didn't even register those thumbs down unless he decided that, or she decided that, oh, I actually like that one, but like some of our worst videos ever, so I don't know.
No, I think they were either it didn't register or they were moving too fast and missed one, and I'm like, well, who's the loser now? You can't even troll right.
Sorry, I'm trying to make sure you don't fall. Keep going, guys.
Anyway, so yeah, I'm just gonna say, if you're gonna troll, like...
troll, right?
At least do it properly. I kind of got a kick out of that. I was like, you're not that good of a troll if you missed a few.
But, like, I keep thinking, like, did he just, like, flat plane and not like us so much that he was like, maybe this is why they don't like us?
I doubt he watched.
Actually, I don't think he did either, because, like, I'm always watching our watch time to see if, like, how much people are actually watching us. And, like, around that time, like, we got a ton of thumbs down, and our watch time didn't really move. So it was almost like they started it, and they're just like, nope, don't like this, thumbs down everything now.
I don't even think, do trolls even watch stuff with the intent of liking it?
I don't know. I just think, like, I mean, it doesn't bother me to get a thumbs down.
Yeah.
It's actually interesting because I was always like, I don't care what we get. I love to see the engagement, to see that, oh, hey, somebody actually did watch us. That's cool. I mean, I love that we've actually had some subscribers comment. That was wonderful. That was cool.
That really excited me.
I hope they email us.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
If anyone's in Oregon, look us up. I mean, like, I don't want that to be creepy, but, like, we're real people.
Yeah, and this is actually fun.
I'm new here. I want friends.
Yeah, actually, it's interesting. But, like, when you just do it randomly like that, it's just, like, I don't know what to take from that. So...
But it goes to show, to see, like, if you have trolls, does that mean that, like, your channel's, like, appealing? Like, you're not gonna troll a channel that has 0 views, right? I have to think that's somehow we came up on a troll's radar.
Somebody.
Right? Because there are, like, far more popular channels they could be trolling on.
I mean, they probably came from the popular channel.
No.
Maybe we got a Shade-Tard Carl? Shade-Tards? Maybe we got a Shade-Tard troll.
Maybe.
Troll-Tard?
I love the Shade-Tards.
Shall we call him Troll-Tard? Are we about to get sued by Shay Carl for saying Shay-Tard?
No, everyone calls themselves, like, part of the Tard family.
Can
Shay-Tard Rebellionites.
Can I copyright Troll-Tard?
No.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Anyways.
Anyway, I thought that was, like, interesting. It was like, oh, hey, we got thumbs down. Wow, we got a lot of thumbs down. Wow, that's a lot. It just happened out of nowhere, too. Like, what? Anyway, ready for the thing? Do you have any more to comment on that, or would you like to go on to our next subject of the matter?
We can go on to the next subject. I just thought that was comical. It's like, if it was just like a random thumbs down, like, I probably would have been sad, because I would have been like, oh, someone watched that video and didn't like it.
Yeah.
But when it's 150 thumbs down in, like, not even a 10-minute time span,
Yeah.
someone went out of their way to kind of be
What you going to
a
do?
naughty. So I feel less bad, because a troll's job is to be pessimistic even if they like you. She could like us just fine and still thumbs the video down.
That'd be funny if it was one of our subscribers. I guess we'll know if we continuously get like a thumb down on all of our new videos.
Well, please don't. That's like...
Engagement.
I like YouTube because it's instant gratification, but I'd appreciate some positive feedback. Anyways, let's move on.
One of the things that I wanted to talk about, and I hope somebody might actually watch this, because I kind of felt like it might be interesting. So, do you think we should move to Florida?
I go back and forth. And like, I feel like it's not fair for me to pretend to like...
Yay! The Lilly family.
Crashing. No, I'm just kidding. It's not fair of me to like...
I was gonna make a giant blooper reel.
It's not fair of me to be dishonest.
Yeah.
Like, Florida's not where my heart is. Like, my heart is there because my family's there. Like, you know what I mean? So, it's not that I just want us to move to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Right.
Like, if my family lived somewhere else, or like they came here, I'd have no interest in moving back.
Right.
I mean, like, there are people that I miss, but like, anyways. Like, so it's not fair for me to be like, I want to move back to Florida, and make you feel like that's just where I'm dead set on living. Like, that's not the issue or the
reason.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Don't be mean. I'm trying to like speak from my heart.
And I brought the subject up, so I get all credit. I get all the credits. The credits are mine. I get all the credits. Anyway, so do you think that I should finish my degree in computer science and start moving forward in that mindset?
What, that we're moving?
Yeah. I know why you'd want to be there, but, you know, that would give us an opportunity to effectively move and survive very well.
Here's my thought. My attachment is to, like, not to repeat myself, but, like, just to formulate my thought. My attachment is to my family, not to the state of Florida. So I would have to, us as a couple would have to really, like, sit down, discuss, and research whether the state of Florida has more options for our family, or if Oregon does. Because if Oregon is the place where we believe as a family we could blossom more, then at that point I would, instead of trying to figure out how to get us back home to Florida, I would want us to try to put our thinking caps on how to get my family here faster.
That makes sense.
So it's just like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I understand. So, okay, let me...
Because I don't mind living here. Like, I actually love Oregon. I've really enjoyed it. The only missing component in what makes me have, like, a hole in my heart is that my family isn't here, and I miss them. I don't miss Florida. No offense to anybody. It's hot. It's yucky.
So, then let me ask a new question. Would you want me to finish my computer science degree, look for a job, and we put forth some money to try to help them move down here or somewhere else or whatever?
It's hard to answer that question because my greatest hope is that they would be here long before you ever finished. No offense, that's just me being realistic. Like, I would love to have them here by the end of the year.
Yeah.
If we were going to choose to stay.
Right.
So, like, at that point, you getting your degree 4-6 years from now wouldn't really be, like, helpful in regards to that issue. Am I right or wrong? Are you taking me seriously? Because that look on your face is like, doo-doo-doo.
I am sucking on my fat tongue.
There's no fat on you. Look at my double chin.
Does not mean I don't have a fat tongue. Do you think I should finish the computer science?
I still stand by the fact that, like, you should try to get your transfer degree done.
Yeah.
Because that kind of fits, like, that's kind of in alignment, like, with our timeline. Like, we had said that we were going to try to, like, give, like, our other ventures that we were doing, like, 2 years to see if they would take off, or at least if they were starting to take off, to see if they were going to be fruitful for our family. So wouldn't that be nice to, like, if we find out that they haven't?
Yeah.
Like, you'll be done with your transfer degree, you can start working on something else. If I get into the nursing program, we'll be done. Like, I'll be ready for employment. But we'll both be ready to close the door on those things if our other ventures have taken off. But at the same time, if they haven't, we'll have cushioned ourselves in whatever children we might have 2 to 3 years from now.
That makes sense.
Does that make sense?
I think that makes sense.
What are your thoughts?
No, that makes sense. Now, here's the problem I see.
Okay.
We have 2 minutes left on this camera.
Cliffhanger!
I'm sorry. Would you like to take a quick break, delete a few things off, find these people again?
Sounds good. See you in a minute.
Alright.
Okay, we're back just for a minute. We're about to go in and get some takeout real quick to eat on our way to the airport, but something's like pulling on my heart, and like it's like guilt city, so I just feel like I have to be transparent, open, and honest. Are you ready?
Okay.
I feel like I have...
Red buggy.
I am about to open my heart here, and you're a douche.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Good job. I feel like I have to find a justifiable reason for why I would want us to move to Florida, because I feel guilty saying that I want you to come home with me.
Mm-hmm.
And, sorry, how long was I pointing this at my double chin? Sorry, you guys.
Booby shot.
Because I feel guilt in my heart if I feel like I have no other reason for wanting you to come home with me besides I just want you to come home with me. And I don't want to feel like a year from now, if we're not in a good place, like I don't want to have guilt in my heart thinking like, oh, if we had stayed in Oregon, would we be in a good spot? And like I just made him move selfishly because I knew he would follow me to the ends of the earth.
You don't have to have a reason to say you want to be home with your family. I appreciate all you have done.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you have moved clear across the country in such a short amount of time too, and spent almost an entire year with me and my crazy family. And I really wish, I honestly have to say this right now, if you could see what goes on in our home, we would go viral. I don't mean for me or for whatever. If you've seen what goes on in places like this, I mean, I don't think any place, like you would never find this kind of footage. And I'm not trying to say like, oh, we have a gold mine. I'm saying my wife has put up with a lot. And I've grown up with this. And I don't realize it until I see it through somebody's eyes who has not grown up with this. Like everyone in my home has been around for like 20 years plus. My wife has now been with this almost a year, and she is still like, oh my god, really? In a lot of situations. And I remember the first
Clarify,
time,
not in a bad way, like not in like in a judgy way.
like, I mean, there's so many situations, and I don't know how to quite say it without saying it very bluntly. You know I'm blunt.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to say a situation that's like, oh, really?
Well, I don't know what is oversharing, so if you want to share something, I'm going to let you do it.
Go ahead, you don't work there.
What?
You don't work there, go ahead, you're good.
No, I really have no idea. Like, I don't want to find that we're totally not on the same page, so you go ahead and give an example.
I don't know if I can. I don't think we will give too big of an example. It's just that Alzheimer's, whatever, somebody like correct me, Alzheimer's. If you ever have experienced that, I mean true, deep Alzheimer's, not just a mild form of dementia that often can be called Alzheimer's. Many different mental diseases are intense. What happens, especially whenever you're older, I don't think an average person, even who has been affected with a member with Alzheimer's, understands dealing with a facility. And I'm not saying anything bad, I'm just saying is that those who have not been trained, those who have not been graced to experience it, you've gone through a lot. You have been an extremely big trooper. You have shown me how much you love me. But the biggest problem, our home is not our home. And I mean this not just from my perspective, but from the perspective of the main owner. Our home is not our home. We have company coming in all the time. We have state inspectors coming in all the time. We are a 24/7 open door situation. We cannot deny people coming in. We do not have the same ability as a lot of these like large chain facilities, we're completely ruled differently. It's always hard. I don't know privacy. To make these videos is extremely hard for us to find privacy. That's why most of them are in this car. That's why we like to drive around. It's the few times that we're alone.
Yeah, like whenever there's errands to run, we're like, we'll do it.
We have yet to receive. I feel like.
Sorry, I didn't want my coughing to like make them not hear you. Sorry, I definitely got something. I feel a tickle.
I feel like we have yet to truly get our true chance to be a married couple. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Where was our honeymoon? Where was our ability just to be me and you? Why can't we walk around nude in our own home and videotape it and put on YouTube?
That's too far. He's joking.
But like, if we had a kid,
Oops.
like if you were pregnant,
Mm-hmm.
we'd have to leave.
Oh, really?
No, we wouldn't have to leave. But like, one day we would kind of want to go, right? Can we really say we can raise our kid the way we'd want to in a home like that? I'm not saying like even right away, and I don't want to ever make it seem like
Just watch out, baby.
I'm not appreciative to everyone.
Oh yeah, saying that, I don't feel like we should have to feel guilty for wanting our own space. That doesn't mean that, like, you know, your grandma or your family hasn't been, like, you know, hospitable and welcoming to me at all. Like, I think it's quite reasonable for newlyweds to want to, you know, be alone.
Yeah.
And, like, be able to be like, how do I want to run my home? Like, you can't, like, come up with these decisions of how you want to run your house and, like, the dynamic of your family when, you know, rules are always set. And especially, it's a lot different because you guys who are already in the house already have rules and stuff, like, by other people.
Yes.
It's just tough being under an umbrella.
Yeah, that can be like the craziest thing, like where you're like, you try to use a flashlight and it's like, okay, like, power's out, I'm going to use this flashlight, and then somebody flips out on you because like, don't use that flashlight, we can't use it, we can't move it because of the state.
Yeah, or like, oh, you can't, you know, shuffle around the furniture in what is supposed to be your bedroom.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm not meaning to complain, but that's annoying.
No, you have a lot to complain about. The fact is, everyone, even the owner, has a right to complain because we don't get to govern our own selves in our own home. We don't have any little area that's like, this is yours. And we have to have somebody there 24/7. And for the kind of work we have to have two. There's not a lot of us. There's a lot of work, too. We're outnumbered. Greatly. Anyway, you know what I mean? It's just that I fully understand why you would want to go home. Why you would want... Because even if there's a packed place there, you'd probably be more free than you would be at my house. I mean, you've put up with a lot. We're not very free.
That is not very appealing. Sorry, I just want to cuddle with my husband, but my double chin gets in the way.
Yeah. What do you think, sweetie?
I need a drink. I'm dehydrated. And then we can pick up where we left off.
I'm about to run in and get some takeout. This might be quite a long video, and I appreciate anyone who has stuck with us, all the subscribers. We appreciate every single one we get. We
even appreciate our troll.
Yes, we're glad that our family has kind of grown. That's amazing. I didn't think we were going to ever get like that many, even in the first year or two. This has been fun. We're not done, but I think we need to get some food.
We'll be back.
We'll see. But this is a long conversation. It wasn't quite expected.
Love you.
So we definitely want you to join it.
Roll clip.